Rob Reiner is dead at 78 in a suspected murder alongside his wife. That headline tore through the internet like wildfire, triggering panic, grief, outrage, and confusion within hours. But the shocking truth is that none of it was real, and what unfolded afterward exposed just how dangerous, manipulative, and emotionally destructive viral misinformation has become in the world of celebrity news, where speed matters more than truth and shock matters more than humanity. The rumor appeared suddenly and without warning, surfacing late at night across social media platforms, fringe entertainment pages, click-driven blogs, and anonymous accounts that presented the claim as breaking news, using dramatic language, ominous wording, and urgent phrasing to manufacture credibility. And by the time most people woke up, the false story had already spread to millions of screens across multiple platforms, amplified by reposts, reaction videos, and emotionally charged comments. Posts claimed Rob Reiner, the legendary filmmaker and actor, had been found dead at the age of 78, alongside his wife, with early versions of the rumor pushing an even darker angle by labeling the deaths a suspected murder, despite offering no names of investigators, no locations, no timelines, no police departments, and no official statements of any kind. Yet the certainty of the wording made it feel real to many who read it. The language alone was enough, because words like confirmed, breaking, sources say, and developing situation have become powerful psychological triggers online. And once those phrases were paired with the name of a Hollywood icon, logic took a back seat to emotion, and people reacted instantly, sharing the story before stopping to question whether it could possibly be true. Rob Reiner, born March 6, 1947, is not just another celebrity. He is a cultural figure whose work shaped decades of film and television history. From his unforgettable role as Michael Meathead Stivic on All in the Family, to his legendary run as a director behind Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, and A Few Good Men, films that are not only critically acclaimed, but deeply woven into the personal memories of millions of people around the world. That emotional connection made the rumor hit harder, because for many fans, Rob Reiner represents childhood innocence, romantic idealism, moral clarity, and storytelling at its finest. So the idea that his life ended in violence felt not only shocking, but profoundly disturbing, as if something sacred had been violated. As the rumor spread, social media timelines filled with disbelief and sorrow, with users posting messages like, "This can't be real," "Please tell me this is fake," and "Another legend gone," while others went even further, creating tribute posts, edited video montages, fake memorial images, and long emotional threads mourning a man who was still very much alive and unaware of the digital chaos surrounding his name. Some accounts claimed police were investigating a double homicide, others falsely suggested the incident occurred at Reiner's home, and a few went as far as fabricating motives and scenarios, weaving political narratives and personal speculation into the lie, proving just how quickly misinformation mutates once it's released into the digital wild. What made the situation even more alarming was the complete absence of legitimate reporting, which ironically caused some users to believe the story even more, accusing mainstream media of covering it up or waiting for confirmation, not realizing that real journalists weren't reporting the story because there was nothing to report in the first place. This is a familiar pattern in celebrity death hoaxes. The lack of confirmation becomes part of the conspiracy, silence is twisted into supposed evidence, and rational thinking collapses under the weight of collective emotion, even though no police department, hospital, coroner, or family representative had confirmed anything remotely resembling the claims being made. Behind the scenes, fact-checkers and journalists were already flagging the story as false, but their corrections traveled far slower than the original lie, because outrage, fear, and tragedy always spread faster than calm explanations, and by the time the truth began to catch up, the damage had already been done. Rob Reiner himself did not immediately respond, which only fueled further speculation. But celebrities are not obligated to address every false rumor, especially ones that are clearly fabricated. And eventually, people close to him made it clear that he was alive, safe, and going about his life completely unaware at first that the internet had declared him dead in such a violent and sensational way. The hoax also cruelly dragged his wife into the false narrative, amplifying the emotional harm by inventing a violent end for someone who had done nothing except exist near a famous name. And this is where gossip crosses a dangerous line, transforming from irresponsible entertainment into something genuinely cruel. False reports of violent death don't just mislead audiences, they cause real emotional distress to families, friends, colleagues, and fans, and they erode trust in real journalism while desensitizing the public to actual tragedies by turning death into disposable content. As the truth slowly emerged, grief turned into anger, with many fans expressing outrage over how easily they had been manipulated, while others admitted they shared the story without checking because they trusted the accounts posting it, revealing a growing problem in online culture where familiarity is mistaken for credibility. The Rob Reiner hoax also reignited broader conversations about misinformation, especially how fake news thrives during slow news cycles, late-night posting hours, and emotionally charged moments when people are tired, distracted, and more likely to react impulsively. Some malicious posts attempted to tie the fake deaths to Rob Reiner's outspoken political views, using the hoax as an opportunity to provoke outrage, mockery, or division, demonstrating how misinformation often piggybacks on existing tensions to maximize engagement. In reality, Rob Reiner remains active, vocal, and very much alive, continuing to engage in public discourse, film discussions, and political commentary, and the contrast between his real life and the internet's fabricated tragedy could not be more stark or more revealing. This incident exposed how modern celebrity culture has shifted from admiration to consumption, where shocking narratives are rewarded, truth is optional, and algorithms favor the most sensational content regardless of accuracy or harm. Celebrity death hoaxes are becoming increasingly sophisticated, often relying on AI-generated writing, fake screenshots, manipulated headlines, and emotionally manipulative phrasing to appear legitimate, and the Rob Reiner hoax followed that formula with chilling effectiveness. For longtime fans, especially those who grew up watching his films, the rumor felt deeply personal because his work is tied to memories of family movie nights, first loves, meaningful conversations, and powerful moments of storytelling that shaped entire generations. When someone like Rob Reiner is falsely declared dead, it forces people to confront mortality in an unsettling way. And when that confrontation is based on a lie, the emotional fallout becomes even more disturbing and unnecessary. The real story here is not a tragic murder, but a viral deception, and how easily truth can be drowned out by fiction in a digital landscape driven by clicks, speed, and emotional reaction rather than responsibility. This incident should serve as a warning not just to audiences, but to content creators and pages chasing engagement, reminding everyone that words have consequences and that behind every famous name is a real human being with real loved ones. Rob Reiner did not die at 78, he was not murdered, and his wife was not killed, and the fact that millions believed it otherwise, even briefly, should make us all pause and rethink how we consume, share, and trust information online. In an age where anyone can publish anything instantly, responsibility matters more than ever, because misinformation doesn't just disappear quietly, it leaves confusion, emotional damage, and mistrust in its wake long after the lie itself fades. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.